So here we are at Albert Park Circuit, 3.28 miles around, with the streets making for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 14 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Piastri, Sainz, Alex Albon, and Hadjar, Antonelli, Verstappen, Russell, and Pierre Gasly, Behrman, Alonso, Liam Lawson, and Bottas, Ocon, Perez, Arvid Lindblad, and Nico Hülkenberg, Stroll, Norris, Colapinto, and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And joining me in the commentary box this afternoon, the First Lady of World Motorsports, Naomi Schiff. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed the build-up here and all the speculation, I really want to see some action. And finally today, we get some proper action on the track.
This is always such an exciting time in the season. First of all, it's the first time they'll be racing their new cars. So that's always an exciting thing for drivers to look forward to. But also, they've had a long time off during the winter break. So it's about dusting the cobwebs off, getting the rust off of their bones, and really getting their elbows out there and having some fun.
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, mate, this is it. New regs, new modes, new opportunity. Let's go. speed to get your way past. Overtake enabled, overtake enabled. Okay, so with the new power units, make sure you're lifting and coasting before corners, and consider not always going full throttle. Try combining lift and coast into braking with boost out of corners and see if you can find a good balance. Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to. Okay, you're in the top 10. You'll get access to the extra power when you're within a second of the car ahead with overtake mode. Taking care of them. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Okay, Lando, Leclerc behind. We want to keep them behind, please. This is super critical for our strategy. Gap to your teammate ahead, 4.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in first. Time last lap, 1:23.5. And that's 6 laps till your pit window's open. Seeing a lot of tyres egg now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it. Copy. Gap to the car in front, 2.9 seconds. laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Right, you're falling back by 1/10 a lap. Okay, Lando. Okay, Antonelli ahead. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push. Box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Forget the targets for now, we've got to focus on the pit stop. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. They're in first. Time last lap, 1:24.9. Oscar is into the pit lane. Oscar in the pits. seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 16 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1 minute 24.3. This is brilliant. You're taking 2.5 seconds out of them each lap. Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race. I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes!
Yeah, congrats. Let's keep it up. Let's keep this up to the end of the season. And we can catch some of the guys ahead.
And it's the checkered flag for your Grand Prix race winner, Oscar Piastri.
To take the win at the first race of the season, now that is important. You get straight in to your competitor's head and they now know that you are the one to beat.
Yes, thank you. Good job all weekend.
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. They give out trophies for the winners. Today, they're Oscars. Your winner today, Oscar Piastri. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.